Pat, the reason that I asked you to,
Is that the rat?
yeah.
Okay, so that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, you were able to remove the rat?
Yep, she removed
Yeah,
it.
That's great.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is the reason why I asked for him to come was because he said he was coming out that week. So I wanted to have an appointment time so I could predict when he was coming, and I wasn't expecting him to come after Tuesday because it was already a rat.
Wait, I'm not following you.
She's
right
talking
here,
about
like
All
you
Pro.
Can
contacted All Pro
I
yourself.
finish?
Oh, okay, go ahead.
When I contacted All Pro, they told me that if they came out here and that there was no rats in the trap twice, that they would not continue the service.
I guess that's their policy. Yeah.
So I felt that they needed to see the rat because if I remove it, then the service discontinues.
You can take a picture and show them.
Well, a code enforcement previously told me we don't know when that picture was taken. So since they told me we don't know, it wasn't from you. It was from John Prutch.
Well, it comes up on your phone the day it was taken.
I know that, but John Prutch said that he wouldn't acknowledge.
Well, I mean,
I'm speaking.
Oh, go ahead.
He said that he wouldn't acknowledge the time date stamp. So because of that, I needed someone to.
We can verify too.
I'm not done.
Okay. I'll hold off. I didn't know
Thank
all
you.
this setup for the meeting. We're here to remove the rat, and the rat's here on the ground. That's all. I'm a little confused about.
Okay, so I was just trying to help you understand why I asked him to come out, and I wasn't trying to overstep my boundaries or anything. He just told me that he was going to be coming out next week, but he didn't give me a time. So I called up and I said, when can you be here? I would like to make an appointment because I have other things that I have to do that I can't be here all the time. And I also sent you a schedule for this coming week of when I'm available. So I wanted to know when you would be available to come around for repairs. So I sent it to you on the text messages. Did you see it, Gwen? So Gwen saw it.
What time did you send that?
No worries. You just have to take time just to review it and see if it works with your schedule.
Okay.
Yes, so that we can try to.
Yeah, the next scheduled time we have when pest control can be out is Monday.
Right.
Yeah, and we tried to set it up yesterday, Monday this week, but it didn't work out with your schedule.
No, I think there's some confusion. This Monday, he said he did.
Or Tuesday, because Monday was Martin Luther King Day.
Tuesday he was supposed to come between 8 and 10, and I didn't.
Yes. We tried to set that up, and that's why this week it got kind of a little blotched.
Yeah, well, I had it set up for Tuesday after Martin Luther King Day.
You had it after Tuesday.
No, I had it set up for Tuesday from between 8 and 10.
Oh, yeah.
And you canceled it.
No, I was willing to make the appointment at 8:30, and I was caught off guard when All Pro Pest called me. You know, when you had scheduled something without letting me know.
I didn't. I thought they were already coming out this week. I hadn't finished my sentence.
Schedule for All Pest Pro.
I'm sorry. What?
I am the scheduler for All Pest Pro. They're my how do you call it? They're working.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
they contacted.
So
me.
Maybe.
Excuse me. They contacted me after you contacted them, without letting me know. That's what happened.
I'm sorry that there was a misunderstanding. I understood that they were going to return this week anyway. So I didn't know that we needed that extra step of contacting you to contact them.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah, but maybe we could do a 3-way texting with them so that we can coordinate, because it's difficult to coordinate schedules with different people that you're not communicating to at the same time.
So here's the deal. We're here for the rat pickup.
Correct.
So we're going to remove that. We're not going to do any work today. We're not going to take any. We're not going to.
Yeah,
we're not going to do.
I would have liked
There's
to.
no. The rat's
There it
right
is.
here.
Yeah, well, it's too.
Yeah. Okay. So regarding All Pro Pest, this is their point of contact. If you need additional service or something like that, you need to contact him so that way he can contact them. When you contact him, give him your schedule and everything to see what. That way he can coordinate with them if there is an odd off schedule type thing.
Yeah.
Right now, All Pro Pest is scheduled to be here Monday, January 25th.
Between 8 and 12.
Between 8 and 12.
Okay, 4-hour window.
And we'll be here at that time.
Okay.
Are we going to do any work at that time?
Yeah.
I know you have burners, so we'll work on that Monday.
You have what?
burners for the stove.
I have burners for the stove.
So that's
Oh,
gonna be,
I moved this. I moved. It says according to her supervisor, Tim Saladay, said that I was responsible for appliances. So I moved the stove to the basement because the rats were living in the stove. So
Or
Okay.
currently.
So then, if my supervisor said that she's responsible for the stove, you are more than welcome just to remove the stove.
Okay.
So I put it in the basement, and I put the dishwasher in the basement because they were both infested with rats. They were living in there, and they were dirty.
So you moved those appliances. Okay.
Because he said to
I didn't know about that.
He said to check my lease, and according to the lease, you said that repairs, and I question because the rats were not something that I caused, and
Well,
it's
that's
not. I'm
debatable.
talking.
Yeah.
It's not normal wear and tear, so I kind of. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into things, but I kind of thought you should be responsible for it because, but when I'm not done yet. My concerns were about the stove is that they said that it was like, in order to make sure that it's safe after the rats have gotten inside of it, you have to take the whole thing apart to check the wiring to make sure they didn't gnaw on it. So it's a very laborious process to just fix that stove. So.
Okay, so you removed it.
I removed it. I put it in the basement.
From the property.
I can remove it
You
on
are
from
not
the property.
responsible to replace it.
All right. Then,
So, but is
as far
that
as the
true
lease
though?
wait, no, can you give me a second? As far as the lease goes, it does specify if the appliance stove specifically breaks, it's up to you,
Right.
tenant, to repair or replace.
And that's what my supervisor.
Well, it doesn't say anything about me having to replace your appliances.
Okay.
The stove,
no,
it does.
No, it doesn't.
Okay,
we
here's
can
the
look
stop. We're not gonna argue. I'm like I told you both. I don't mind being your mediator,
Oh, yeah,
but I will
great.
not be the person to say, "Oh no, you stop." Oh no, I'm not gonna be in the middle. I'll be your mediator, and I'll help you guys come to the conclusion to get the property safe for you and your repairs done to be clear on the city side.
Okay, great.
When it comes to the stove, my supervisor did let you know that it's not required, or however he said it. So you've already removed it. You are more than welcome to remove it from the property.
I intend to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
And the new dishwasher as well.
is that
I
the new
provided?
dishwasher?
Yeah, you can remove the dishwasher. I don't intend to
Both
use
of
it.
them.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're welcome to do that. Yeah,
So
because
if
it's been
not
down.
required-
Is it possible if I should I just leave in the basement because it is storage?
I would just remove it.
Okay, we'll do.
Remove it from the property, and since it is not required, you're not obligated, or we won't require you to replace it.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, and I'm not required to replace it either.
It's up to you.
Yeah,
It's up to you.
I'll
then
probably.
If property owner is not required to replace it, tenant is not required to replace it, there won't be a stove.
Yeah,
So
well,
if the
I can get my
property
own, but I shouldn't have to give one that I spend money on to him.
You're not going to give it to him, so if you move
Yeah, you
out,
take it.
you take it.
Yeah, so I'll probably just use some burners, like instead of a whole stove, like a burner and an air fryer instead of buying a whole stove
Like
unit.
a hot plate,
No, an induction plate
make sure you get it.
or a stovetop. Yeah.
So you'll have to go through the building department to make sure that's permitted.
Okay. Can you email me or text me the number?
Yeah.
So of who I should contact? I'd appreciate it. Yeah, because I just want to get something cheap and simple, and that's not big to move, to have to deal with. Because the next place I'm sure will probably have a stove.
Okay. So
But,
you will go through the text message that you sent to let you know when she's available and
Your
everything.
schedule. Okay, I will look at that.
Yeah, look at that and then see what works with your schedule to where that we can come together and work with her schedule.
That sounds great.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she's already sent that. We'll do that.
So
Go ahead.
is Monday the 25th fine for pest control and a few other repairs?
Yes, but I would like.
So on
I
Monday,
would like to know what specific repairs, so that if there's like when you were working in the kitchen, I don't think you anticipated that you were going to go in the cabinets, and so it's not like you were trying to be disrespectful or anything. But if I knew you were going to go in the cabinets, I would have had them ready and empty for you.
Oh, when you stopped me from working that one time when
I asked you
that
to
I was gonna fix the microwave.
Mm-hmm.
The microwave just happens to be attached to the microwave cabinet.
Actually,
that
I
what
don't
you
think
were-
you said you were going to fix the microwave that day. You just said you were going to be working in the kitchen and doing repairs in the kitchen.
Okay, and one of them was the microwave.
But you didn't.
That was
I
on the
just
code
want to
sheet.
make sure that you're specific so that I don't have any misunderstandings. I'm honestly not trying to be difficult.
Well,
So anything that you need access to where I might have belongings, I want to make sure I have the opportunity to remove them before you get there.
certainly. That's I've been posting notices, and I'm pretty positive microwave was on that repair sheet. Notice to enter.
It wasn't the cabinet beside the sink has nothing to do with the microwave.
Well,
And
the
you did-
microwave cabinet is.
I was
attached to the
talking.
microwave above the stove.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
We picked up the rat. Have your schedule. Look at hers.
Mm-hmm.
Figure out what works for you.
Yeah.
That way, on Monday the 25th, when we come for pest control,
Mm-hmm.
we can let her know what you are available to do.
Yeah.
Not that day, but based off of her
There was-
schedule.
Monday. I mean, while pest control here, ideally, if we're out here and we knock out the things that he requires, and I have help, which then we could do a fair amount.
I understand
Yeah.
that, but regarding what she's saying, it's more of, well, I didn't know you were gonna. I know pest control said that you need to fix this or block this,
Mhm.
but I didn't know you were going in there. I need to move my stuff.
Oh,
what I
this
mean?
is kind of like on the exterior of the house. As far as Julia, I mean, you don't have anything on the outside by the porch or underneath the basement door
I still,
or in
if
the
you're
attic.
if
Like,
you're
do
in
you-
if you're gonna be outside, I just
Mhm.
need to have like a bathroom break for the dog at some point.
That's fine.
So like maybe if you're starting at 8, like at 10, you could text me and like make sure that I say, okay, I'm gonna give you a 15-minute bathroom break to take the dog out for the backyard, because you have things in the front you could work on too.
As long as I have access, I mean, obviously there's things inside the house that need to be repaired as well. As long as I'm not locked out, I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, I just want to know where you are so that nothing is in your way, because I really don't like, when you handle something dirty and you touch something clean, like in the kitchen when you touched my trays. You took my pizza trays and my cookie trays.
I didn't touch your pizza trays nor your cookie trays.
Okay.
I have a photograph of it.
Right there. We keep going off on tangents, so rat.
Is here, yes. I will
Check
take care of
the
that.
text
Mhm.
to review her schedule to see where you can fit in and how many hours each day. Be very specific on your notice on where you're going to work. If it's not on the notice but you see it and you know it needs to be fixed, don't touch it. Put it on the next.
Okay, all right. So that sounds great. I mean, I can be specific and detailed and as organized as I can be.
Yeah.
It's just hard when you're
Nope.
like I'm juggling 10 jobs right now.
I
And my
appreciate that.
brain is constantly trying to figure out the fastest and most effective way to finish a job. Yes.
Yeah, but I hope you understand.
That's just how I operate.
I really want to work with you, and I don't want you to be upset. I just want you to understand that I'm, with the COVID thing happening and with the rat infestation and the germs, it really has me very vigilant about how my belongings are handled. And I don't want you to be upset. I never wanted to upset you.
I'm just kind of like distraught. How do you say?
Well, I think Gwen is
As
doing
well
an
as you are.
awesome job helping us to mediate and helping us to understand each other better, because I really would like to heal the breaks that have happened in our communication.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of work.
Well, I'm willing to do the work, and I'm doing what I can. We don't understand each other, but I'm trying to understand you, and I'm trying to accommodate you.
Well,
So
every time Gwen is here to help mediate, and then we'll just take this one step at a time and
Thank
go
you.
from here. Because there is definitely a breakdown of communication, and what you do and what you say is totally different things. You know what I mean? What someone does and what someone says is totally different. I'm a believer in what people say, and I'm a believer in what's right. Now, I can't sit and teach somebody what's right and what's wrong. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is.
well, if you could give me feedback on how I can more politely and effectively communicate with you, so that we can respect each other's needs, I would appreciate it. Because
Yeah,
I don't know where things went astray, and I'm sorry.
And if you could reread the lease agreement, and if you have any confusion with that, let me know, because I can more than gladly tell you planting in the front yard is not part of the lease agreement. And right now, there's 2 trees right there, and multiple trees that you've planted in the front yard that are in violation of the lease agreement. Now, I can tell you, and we can write it down, and I can tell you 50 times. But if you're not gonna remove the trees, then that's just
Can you show me
one
which trees you
item.
want removed?
The 2 trees and the multiple trees that you planted in the ground. You know which ones they are. If you want me to specifically point them out, I'd be more than happy to.
Okay, Gwen, are you willing to accommodate that?
Oh, I don't think this is part of Gwen's job.
Right.
Yeah. This is getting off basis,
Yeah.
but it does go to my point. That if I tell you, and I write it down, and you signed it, and you
Well,
still
it said that I was
ignore it,
allowed to plant in the
excuse me,
flower boxes.
excuse me.
Hold on.
Okay.
And if someone has a consistent pattern of not following the lease agreement and not following what the landlord says, then how am I supposed to, remedy the situation? Now you're saying you're going to accommodate, and you know what you've done. You've planted trees in the front yard. Now I've pointed them out. You know which trees they are.
Are you
And then
talking
now
about-
You say you don't know which ones they are.
They're bushes.
Then it's totally confusion.
All right, Pat.
Okay, so she asked to let her know what she can do to better communicate with you.
Yes.
So you asked her to reread the lease. Are you willing to do that?
Yeah, and we
Okay,
also
so-
had some addendums through text messages where he did give permission to plant trees and plants.
Not there.
I
told
remember
you
we had.
specifically.
I will happily move what you need moved, and I just need to know which it is specifically.
Those
and-
2 trees right there in the front yard, right? 2
This one and that
3.
one.
Yeah.
I don't see a third one. That's why I'm like confused. I see.
You're confused on the 3rd plant.
Yes.
Right. Well, whatever trees that you planted in the front yard, take them out.
Okay. I planted. Thank you.
That's it. Yeah.
I planted bushes, but just FYI, so that those are bushes.
Palm leaves can be moved to the back.
Yeah, the
that'd
palm
be
leaf
great.
just fell last night.
To keep the property.
Yeah, and are you able to trim these trees because they're falling down quite a bit and they're pretty heavy and pointy?
Yeah, currently I'm under financial distress since I haven't been paid for rent. If I can make money growing trees, I would. Yeah,
Well, I just didn't know if you were able to do it yourself since you're doing all the work yourself.
My time, believe it, costs money as well.
Okay.
Time and money are clicking away. I have help. When is clicking away?
All
And
right.
I have to run, to tell you the truth.
All right. I appreciate. Thank you for coming out today.
And thank you for taking the rat out. I would have liked to, take a mental note of specific items that were mentioned
We'll
the
have
other
it
day.
There's-
like
but
I
the next
told
time.
Julia yesterday, I'm going to rewrite the notice,
Mhm.
okay? And it's going to be very specific. It's going to be very detailed
Okay.
on exactly what needs to be done at the property to satisfy the city.
Mhm.
At that point, nothing will be added.
Mhm.
Things can only be taken away once things are corrected.
All right. Sounds good to me. Fantastic. Thank you for your time, Gwen. Thank you for taking the rat out, and have a nice day. I'll catch you guys both on Monday.
Okay.
And
And
then before then, you'll look at the text message.
Certainly.
Right? Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So that way we'll have an idea,
Certainly.
and we can talk about that Monday.
can you stay for just a moment after he leaves?
Yeah, I can't come in though because I have.
No,
to
that's
go to
fine.
another
That's
meeting.
fine. I'm just waiting. I want privacy.
Oh no, worries. You wanna walk over a little bit?
Okay.
Have a good day, Patrick. Sorry,
Okay.
My glasses keep fogging.
No worries. I don't want to make you blind you with the sun. So I'm concerned that no inspection has been done on the roof, and I've pointed out holes on the roof. And since you said nothing is going to be added, I think that's kind of
No. nothing's going to be added from when I rewrite the notice. Remember I told you I'm just going to start over? You said that you were going to email me.
Yeah, but if you're not doing a roof inspection, you can't include things that you're not inspecting.
I can include the eaves. We're not going to require a roof inspection because you have no leaks. We have nothing like that. So I've already talked to my supervisor. I showed him the photos and everything. We're not going to require a roof inspection. But
so because my month to month, I do have a month to month lease.
It has nothing to do with your lease. Our code violations and what we do has nothing to do with how a lease is written or how people pay or anything like that.
Wait, so what did I understand that you weren't? Maybe I misheard you. I thought you said you weren't going to do a roof inspection because I had no lease.
No, eaves. We can require them to do the eaves.
Right, but remember that underneath
Leaks.
Leaks.
Yes.
Okay. Now
I
I understand what you're saying. So but the question was about the rat holes that they've chewed
Right.
to access.
That's considered the eaves.
It's on the windows, but it's on the window frame.
What do you mean the window frame?
May I show you? You said it's not inside, it's outside. May I show you? I do have to go outside to open the gate, though.
Well, the pictures that you sent me around here.
They're not here.
Not here, but I'm saying.
May we walk to the side? And I'll have to go inside and unlock the back gate.
Okay.
So if you could just wait right here for me, I'll be right back. Okay. If you stand up on those things there, you can see on the bottom left corner of those three windows, you'll see a big chew hole. You have to get up.
I can't stand up.
You can't stand up on those two steps?
No. We're not supposed to climb on anything.
Okay, then move away from those two steps and get all the way back to the fence. I
see what you mean. Yeah.
I can see it from here, and there's a lot of things that because we're down on the ground that can't be seen. And but I had pictures taken of some of them, and I really feel that
Is that what you sent me?
Some of them, yeah, they're not all there, and I really think it's unfair that pictures are, nobody's going up there to look for rat holes. It's clear that there's rat activity on the roof, and they're called roof rats for a reason, and I just really feel that it's, it really should be ordered, not like about replacing the roof, but about that someone should go up there and do an inspection for rat holes.
So like I said, around the eaves, around the base of the windows, all that stuff, yes, that is going to be required to be repaired.
But there's maybe things that we can't see, because I remember there was like some peculiar fold in the roof that I think is on this side. I'm not sure where it was. That can't be seen, like in the gutters. Like you can't see it from the ground. And then there was like a place where the roof overlaps. I can't. I don't know where it is. I just saw a picture of it from somebody that went up there. But I mean, I really think this policy of when you have roof rats, not looking for roof holes on the roof for roof rats, not having an inspection done, is unfair. You can't control the rats unless you plug rat holes. I'm not asking for a roof replacement. I'm asking for patches where the rats are, and somebody needs to go up there and witness where those holes are. Because we can move away from the dogs. For somebody who's not a professional roofer, it's difficult to find all those access points. And a roofer easily and quickly can find those access points and explain the appropriate way to make those repairs. Mm-hmm. And so I think this policy of it being exclusively for leaks is very short-sighted.
It's not exclusively for leaks.
Well, I have a very clear rat infestation, and it needs to be looked over with more detail than just what's obvious.
Okay. So, Julia, you can call the supervisor, but